Hello and welcome to Scholar Fedu. This is our UTME prep series where we provide relatively detailed solutions and explanations to the UTME questions. And in this recording, we are looking at the UTME questions for biology for the year 2013. This is the first part of the recording. We are going to look at the first 25 questions for the year 2013. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, like and share our content. Also, you can practice UTM exam for free and modular quizzes at scholar.com. First question is on the paper type. Which question paper type of biology is given to you? So in this recording, we're using the paper type B. Okay, this question is very important. It determines how your exam is going to be marked. You must endeavor to pick the corresponding paper type to what you have. Okay, if you pick the paper type that is different from what you have, that means that your solutions will be marked against answers that are meant for another paper, and that can really affect your results. Sometimes this paper type can be letters, like for example here we have type B. Okay, it could be type A, B, C, D. It could be colors like type green, type yellow, type blue. So basically you have to pick the paper type that is corresponding to what you're given, and you usually have this indicated at the beginning of the exam. And in some exams they don't even use paper type. Next question on digestion. The process in which complex substances are broken down into simpler ones is referred to as, this is what we call catabolism. So catabolism is a breakdown process in the body where large molecules are broken down into simpler molecules. The opposite of it is anabolism, which is a build-up process. Okay, it's a build-up process in which complex molecules are built from simpler molecules, and both of them, they are part of metabolism. Okay, metabolism is comprised of two parts, or like two processes: catabolism and anabolism. So but this is more specifically catabolism is the breakdown process. So in a question like this where you have a general answer and a specific answer, you should go for the specific answer. Metabolism is like a general, it's like general, it covers both the breakdown and the build up, but catabolism narrows it down to the breaking down process. So you should go for the answer that is more specific than the one that is general. And sophism is basically response to light or some other stimuli. So that is not even that is like at variance with the question. Next question on cell. The organ which is sensitive to light in the gland is the gland has the eye spot, which is photosensitive, that is sensitive to light. Next on cell. The organelles present in cells that are actively respiring and photosynthesizing are the mitochondria function in aerobic cellular respiration, while the chloroplast functions in photosynthesis. So the chloroplast, it contains what we call the chlorophyll, which is like the photosynthetic pigment in next on living organism. Tiniasolium, that is tapeworm, can be found in, it is commonly found in pig. Next, so here we have a diagram of a worm. The structure labeled II is the dark structure labeled I is called the clitenum. It's called the clitenum. It secretes eggs. Next, the organism, using the same diagram as in the previous question, the organism is found in soil rich in, that is this worm here, the earthworm. It is found in soil that is rich in humus or organic matter, that is soil that has compost that contains dead and decaying organism mixed with the soil and the water. Next on living organism, which of the following describes a characteristic of arthropods? Arthropods are they are insects. They are a class of insects, and insects, their body is they have exoskeleton. Okay, they have an exoskeleton where their body is made of chitin. Okay, the exoskeleton is the covering they have on the insect. It is made of chitin. Okay, so their body is covered by chitin. Next on living organism, which of the following distinguishes a butterfly from a moth? So the wings of the butterfly rest horizontally. So if we look at the diagram of the butterfly, its wings is to the right and the left. okay, while that of the moth hangs down vertically. Next, on adaptation, which of the following types of feathers is used for flight in birds? They use a quill feather. The quill feather is well modified for flight in birds. We have a website at scholar.com where you could practice exams for free, the UTME exam and the post UTME exam. It also features modular quizzes in physics, chemistry, and biology. So if you've studied a topic in any of the subjects and you want to test your understanding of the topic, you can head on to our website at scholar.com and take modular quizzes for free. Also, if you sign up on the website, it has a personalized dashboard where you could use to check your progress in learning. We also have interactive sessions on the website and on our social media platform. Freebies are also available to top performance on the website. So next question on adaptation and ecology. The plants that grow in deserts or very dry areas are referred to as. So plants can be classed into different categories based on the type of habitat, okay, the type of area or habitat in which they grow. So plants that grow in dry or desert areas, they are called xerophytes. Okay, plants like cactus, they are xerophytes. These plants, they do not require too much water, okay, for germination and for their metabolism. But mesophytes, like the option A, we want to explain the other options. The mesophytes, they are those that grow in regions of moderate, where there is moderate, amount of water. While hydrophytes are those that go in hydrophytes, in aquatic habitats, okay, in areas where you have abundance of water. Epiphytes, they are those plants that they derive moisture and nutrients from the air and rain, and mostly they live on other plants, and they are usually commensals, meaning that they do not cause harm to the host plants. They do not harm the plants on which they are located. They simply use that plant to support themselves, to access the moisture and nutrients from air and rain. So basically, the plants that grow in deserts or dry areas are xerophytes. Next, on living organism, which of the following is the simplest living organism? The virus is the simplest living organism. It only contains a DNA covering, a DNA strand, and a covering. Next question on adaptation. Proboscis is a structure that is mostly found in. It is found in insects like butterfly, so they use it in feeding. Next, also on adaptation, the structural adaptation of desert plants for water conservation is. So xerophytes or desert plants, they have certain features that allow them to conserve water. Since the desert is a place where there isn't abundance of water or rainfall, so they need certain structures to conserve, and one of it is spiny leaves. That is, they have leaves with spine on them. Also, they have thick bark, scales or wax on their leaf, and their leaves, in some it is reduced to spine, and some of them they have fewer leaves and branches, and all of these features is basically to conserve the little water that the plant is able to. Next, on adaptation, the long and sharp clawed feet of bees is an adaptation for. So the beak, okay, and also the feet of birds, they are structured in different way based on the food of choice, okay, of the bird. Those that have long and sharp claws, they are usually carnivores. They are those birds that they feed on other organisms, so they prey on other organisms. So that long and sharp claw is a modification or an adaptation for grasping of the prey. Next, on nutrition, during the manufacture of food by plants, which of the following organisms use energy from the sun? The anabaina is a cyanobacteria that photosynthesizes, that is, it uses solar energy from the sun to manufacture food. Next, on movement of minerals and chemical compounds within the plants occur during translocation. Okay, translocation is the movement of minerals and chemical compounds within a plant from the sources, that is the places where they are produced, to the sink, that is regions in the plant where they are needed. Next, on digestion, the enzyme that is present in the saliva is the ptyalin is present in the saliva, and it is an enzyme that works on carbohydrates or starch. Next, on nutrition, plants that have special devices for trapping and digesting insects they are said to be carnivorous. Okay, so plants like the Venus flytrap, the sundew, and bladderwort, okay, they have some devices that they use to trap insects, and when they trap those insects, they release some digestive enzyme which functions in the breaking down of the body of that organism, of that insect, and then they absorb the nutrients from it. So they are carnivores in that they feed on the insects. You can also join our online tutorial classes for different classes. We have tutorials for students in SS1, 2, or 3. We also have for UTME candidates, for JAMB candidates, for students who want to write the JAMB or the UTME exam, and for those who want to write the post-UTME exam after the UTME exam, and also for candidates that are sitting for WAEC exam or GCE or NECO. And we offer this tutorial on various platforms, so you could join us on WhatsApp or on Telegram, you could be on Zoom or on Google Classroom. So we have various platforms where we take our tutorial. The links to join the platform are available on our website at scholar.com, or you could also check it out in the video description below. Next, on nutrition, fungi are referred to as heterotrophs because they lack chlorophyll. Chlorophyll is what is required in plants, okay, to manufacture food, or in autotrophs to manufacture food. But the fungi, they do not have chlorophyll, and so they are not able to manufacture, their foods. Next, on microorganism, an example of a parasitic protozoan is the Plasmodium is parasitic. It is a causative organism of malaria. Okay, it is a causative organism of malaria, and its vector is the female Anopheles. Next, on circulatory system, which blood cells are involved in the immune response of vertebrates? That is, immune response to or protection against disease and infection. That is the phagocyte, the white blood cell. They are responsible for defense, okay, or immune response. Next, also on circulatory system, the blood circulatory system of vertebrates, okay, consists of the heart, okay, which is the organ in the body that pumps the blood, the arteries, which are the conducting vessel that carries blood away from the heart, okay, except for, of course, the pulmonary artery. Then the capillaries, they are extensions, okay, of the blood vessel, and you have the veins as well, which is another blood vessel that returns the blood to the heart. So the blood moves from the heart, okay, to various parts of the body through the arteries and winds up in the capillaries and then into the vein and then back to the heart. So that is the main component of the circulatory system in vertebrates. Next, on transport system, a plant tissue that carries water and mineral salts is the xylem and the phloem. They are the main conducting tissue, okay, in plants. The xylem carries water, okay, or dissolved minerals. It carries water or dissolved minerals, so xylem. While the phloem carries photosynthate, that is the food that are manufactured for photosynthesis. Okay, so you can think of the xylem as the water conducting tissue and the phloem as like the food conducting tissue. Okay, don't forget to check out our playlist. We have different playlists. We have for full solutions to UTME or JAMB questions and in physics, chemistry, and biology. We also have for modular quizzes as well. Okay, we'll also have a playlist for post-UTME or post-JAMB exam, and also for crash courses in physics, chemistry, and biology. So don't forget to check out our playlist for the available videos. So that's it for this recording. Thank you very much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel at Scholar Fedu. Okay, like and share our content, and visit our website at scholar.com to practice UTM exam and modular quizzes for free. Thank you.